Mustangs, Mustangs, and more Mustangs. Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to Midnight Raceway Park. I'm Steve, and this week's tournament is all about Mustangs. We have 16 Mustangs, all unique castings, no duplicates in our lineup. We have 7 people who picked cars this week, so there's a good chance we're going to have a winner for the mystery models. Hoping one day to get the full field picked. So if you know folks who also enjoy this kind of entertainment, please share my videos with them. And as always, if you just give a like, maybe subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. But I'm going to keep it short and sweet this week. So I'm going to let the race or the tournament play out, and then I'll see you on the flip side. Dang it, no winner this week. It was a good battle, though. We had some really good competition there at the end, especially in the semifinals and then the finals. I always did like that custom 2012 Ford Mustang. I always liked that car. I know it does really good on the drag strip, and clearly it does really well on the road course as well. Also the fastback. I've always been a fan of that particular fastback. I have two of those cars, but the silver one is the one that I'm really a big fan of. So the next tournament is going to be, not Sunday tomorrow, but the Sunday after that. So that would be April 13th. Not sure what that tournament's going to consist of, but I'm guessing it's going to be 8 cars that I'll pick, probably from the manufacturers. So I don't know if that'll be like, maybe 8 Mercedes-Benz, something like that. One of the classifications or one of the categories of cars that I have fewer of, I will put that to the test on my road course. I'll probably also have time trials with 8 cars. I think there's enough time to do that. I know this video was also a little bit longer than I was hoping it would be, so I'm still working on that, but I really appreciate you guys hanging out and watching my videos, liking them, engaging with them. This is a great hobby of mine, and I love that there's some other folks that are interested in this as well. So with that being said, I'm going to end here, and just please take care of yourselves.